What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Gat Talks. Today we are going to be taking a first look and a basic review of two pretty similar smartwatches in terms of its functions, but they're going to be pretty different in terms of its prices, and we're going to see why and see if they're worth their value and which one of these I will prefer over the other. And on the left here, we're going to have the Kingwear KW06 Smartwatch, and on the right here, we're going to have the N98 Fitness Tracker Smartwatch. And if you guys do want to purchase these smartwatches after this video, you guys can use my affiliate link, which will take you to eBay and trusted sellers in the video description below, and I will earn a commission off your purchase at no extra cost to you. And if you guys have not yet already, please subscribe to my channel, as I'll be coming out with new weekly videos on the latest gadgets, electronics, and smartwatches. Now let's begin. We're going to begin with the Kingwear KW06 and seeing the functions that it has to offer. Now, this watch goes for under $80, depending on the website and seller that you choose to get it from. We're going to go through some of the basic functions. Also, that's worth mentioning, this watch is an IP68 waterproof, which means it's professional waterproof. You could submerge this watch into water without a problem. Now, we're going to check out some of the watch faces that it comes with. I do like this watch because it's not too small, even for a squared shape watch. So it's it's more of a masculine watch in my opinion. Now, there's going to be quite a few of watch faces it comes with. What you want to do is you want to long press the home watch face, and you can start browsing. And you can add more watch faces on to this smartwatch as well if you get bored of the default ones. We're going to go to the main menu and see that you're going to have a lot of the basic phone functions like it would on an Android. It also has a side camera, which is about 0.3 megapixels, so it's not too impressive, but there is a camera. After you connect to Wi-Fi, you can actually use some of the other functions that would require you to connect to the internet, which is the weather, your browser, the Play Store, which you can actually download more apps. After you connect to Wi-Fi, you can have your GPS. And this watch is also compatible with both Android and iPhone, even though it operates off an Android system. We're going to check out the health function and see what kind of a heart rate reading we're going to get, and compare it with the N98 here and see which one is actually more accurate. So I expect myself to be somewhere in the 60s or 70s range. So this is definitely a little higher than what I would expect. Now, if you get a reading from any of these fitness tracker smartwatches, you do want to cross-reference it with something that you already kind of rely on before trusting it any further. So it looks like it's going to stay around 80s for us, which is a little higher than my expectations. We're going to see and compare the reading that we're going to get on the next watch and see if they're consistent. Okay. This watch it comes in a variety of bands and colors. So it's going to come in silicone bands and steel band. So in my opinion, I don't really like this the steel band because it requires a lock, and sometimes it takes a little harder to actually get this lock off. But it does come in a silicone option, so that's great for someone who don't like the band like I do. Okay, I'm not going to put the lock on in this case, because the last time I put it on, I actually had trouble taking it off. So we're going to get a heart rate reading by me holding onto the watch close enough to my pulse. And how you would actually operate the functions on this watch is You can actually go both ways on here, but it's not going to be a full touchscreen, but you can go back, forward and backward. You have your anti-loss function, your stopwatch function, your message reminders, sleep monitor, your blood pressure monitor, which is a plus because we didn't see that on the Kingwear KW06. We're going to have the heart rate monitor, your multi-sport mode, distance, calories, steps, so pretty standard functions. But note that the blood pressure monitor is a plus. Now let's check this out and see what kind of reading we're going to get on here and see if it's consistent with the last reading, which was at about 80. Okay, this is a lot higher than what we got, and it's well higher than my expectations. Okay, so this seems like it was the final reading since it gave me a vibrate on my wrist. So 88. So it was a little higher than the previous reading that we got from the Kingwear KW06. Like I said, once you get these readings, you do want to cross-reference them with something that you already trust before trusting the readings any further. Now this concludes my very short video of the comparison of these two watches. Which one do I prefer? Now this one's going to go for under $40. But the shape and the band for this option, I just don't really like. It's kind of small as well. So it's not really my type of watch. It feels more like a ladies watch or a unisex watch, but not especially a masculine watch. The Kingwear KW06, it's got a really cool shape to it. Even though it looks like a very standard rectangular shape watch, it's got a really firm feel to it. And if I'm looking for something that's more premium, this would definitely be within my consideration. Especially because the screen is not too small and the user interface is pretty friendly. I do not have to read the instruction manual to actually operate any of these because, well, I do have an Android smartphone, so I don't think that helps too much because all the icons are pretty self-explanatory. But out of these two watches, I would actually prefer this one over the N98. Now, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.